Welcome back to Off the Boards. I'm Ryan. That's Josh. Ethan's down there. It's time for Puck Talk. Let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about today, the league is shut down through the Christmas break.
Good. Yeah. I hate to say it, and I hate to be that guy, but it needed to happen. Yeah. Like, we needed this league shutdown because Omicron is running through our league.
Yeah.
Like, what is it at right now? There's over...
Yeah, I believe over 100 players, about 20% of the league at this point.
Like, that's 20% of the league, right? There's 30 teams in this league. What would that be? Yeah, like
20% of the league is in COVID protocol.
Jeez.
Yeah, that is... It's crazy to think about. It's like 6 or 7 teams worth of players.
That's what I mean. Like that's more than a team of players.
And I don't think there's any teams that don't have somebody.
At least someone.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Absolutely crazy. It is for the best though.
No, absolutely.
What we're basically saying is the Christmas break effectively is being shifted up one day. Players will be league shut down now. I think there is actually one game scheduled for tonight that's, I think, is being postponed though, probably. I think it's the Washington game.
I'd be surprised if they let any games play at this point.
But after that game, league shut down. Players will be back the 26th of December to start testing again, and then they will resume games, I would assume the 27th, though we will see how that goes.
I mean, if we have, just because we're shutting down the games now doesn't mean that there's still going to be spread, and there still is, because it's actively being spread through these teams, so it's going to really be interesting to see these next couple of weeks of where we're going to end up COVID number-wise.
Yeah.
But, on a broader base, it's not just the NHL that's having to do this. We're seeing stuff like this happen in the NBA and across the NFL and every other major sports league in the world, actually.
Yeah. CHL as well.
Yeah,
the Q was shut down. Q shut down for a while.
Yep. And in Europe right now, there are soccer teams calling for them to postpone their league. Like, I think that this is a good idea. I really do, because we need to get this under control so we don't have another situation. Like, again, obviously this is going to continue to happen, but we're going to see probably, I would say, stronger restrictions come after the new year. I don't know if it's going to be as bad as it was last year where we have, we only play Canadian teams.
Yeah.
But it could happen, honestly.
It could. Obviously, as a hockey fan, I don't want to see that happen.
Are you sure you don't want to see that happen? Because I think that's the only way you guys get back into playoff contention.
We're not getting back into playoff contention. Last year was a good, cool experiment. Going back to it, I don't know, but if it's the only way to play hockey safely, it's the way it's got to be.
Well, because right now, before they shut down the league yesterday, they were just they weren't gonna let cross-border games happen until the new year, and then they just went, okay, we're full shutdown. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
The other piece of news we had that's like COVID related is the Gary Bettman has decided that we are not sending our players to China for the Olympics anymore.
Yeah. I believe it was a joint decision between the NHL and the NHLPA.
Well, yeah, but
it's for the best.
Absolutely.
It is unfortunate that we won't be able to see the best on best. Crosby has come out and said it's a shame that players aren't going. It's obviously probably his last chance, and this would probably be the only chance we would have had to see McDavid and Crosby play together, which would have been amazing.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be surprised to see this whole Olympics end up getting postponed.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising to see the Olympics being pushed another year.
Because, especially with the Omicron variant that's going around right now, like like I said, it's not just hockey. It's every major sport league in the world is dealing with this shit right now.
Yeah,
it's tough. Like Vancouver right now, you guys are dealing with it pretty bad, aren't you? You guys had like a bunch of cases that sprouted up all of a sudden, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's crazy because you guys got hit pretty hard with it last year as well.
Bruce at all costs.
Yeah.
We gotta protect Bruce at all costs.
Yeah.
The Leafs right now, I think Tavares is in COVID protocol, and there's a couple of guys, but it's not...
I think they actually put another 4 in today.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
We are screwed.
The Habs, I think, got lucky. We've only got... I know Hoffman and Lehkonen are in. I think that might be the only 2. Actually, Dauphin as well. But
I think the hockey gods feel bad for you guys, so they know you're dealing with enough already.
I think there's not enough players left to get COVID, frankly. Half our team, either they're in COVID protocol or they're already injured. Just seasons.
Half your team is just...
We called it like 4 more AHL guys.
Half your team is just a Laval Rocket at this point.
Yeah, we have like 6. We have, I think, with Hoffman out now, we have like 6 NHL players, 5 of which were with us in the playoffs last year. Like,
oh my god!
you're wondering why the Habs are in playoff contention. Our playoff team disappeared.
To be fair, they were in playoff contention before this happened.
We were still missing like a few guys. Like, we were set to break the record for most games missed due to injury. Thank COVID, but you know.
I think you're still gonna hit it.
I think we still.
Like, I think you're still, because I mean, you know, okay. To be honest, I think the shutdown's gonna be a little bit more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's just me. I think that I think the best interest of the league is probably to shut it down for like a month, 2 months. Let this whole thing figure itself out and come up with an actual plan. Because if the plan is just after Christmas, let's just open everything back up again. Cross-border games can continue to happen. Full capacity fans in most places in America. Like, it's not going to go down well. Like, the Bell Center had already not let any fans into the stadium.
And actually, there was a post on Reddit, on the Habs subreddit. A season ticket holder got an email saying that there would be no fans in the stands for all of January as well. So that's kind of a big blow. I haven't confirmed that. It was just posted on Reddit, but
you know what?
it seems likely.
You know what's bad? What's unfortunate?
Yeah.
I hope that they do allow fans back in the Bell Center, because on the weekend, shout out to my dad, won 2 tickets to go to see the Leafs versus the Habs at the Bell Center in a box seat.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. He won that at his Christmas party. So
wow.
Shout out to my dad. Hopefully he gets to go. He was so excited, and it's gonna be really unfortunate if he doesn't end up getting to go to that. Yeah. But it is what it is. We all live in this world now where we all kind of just have to accept that things are shitty.
Now there is one other thing, because the NHL is not going to the Olympics, the league has decided those 2 to 3 weeks that we were going to take a break, those will now be used to play the postponed games. So the season, assuming the season continues as planned currently, the games should all be done at the same time we were planning originally. So that's some good news, assuming everything.
That actually makes a lot of sense, because the Olympics is in February, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
February, yeah.
We'll be able to because that's good to make up, because there was 30 games postponed now.
30 or 40, yeah. Something
yeah,
like that.
so we're up to a decent amount. I don't even know if they'd be able to cover that in that 3-week span. They might be able to.
They should be too.
I hope that they do, because this is, we're gonna deal like I said. It's unfortunate that this is happening. It really is, but it's something that we knew going into this season was probably gonna happen at some point.
Mm-hmm.
We knew that we were probably gonna see a shutdown. I didn't think it would be a full league shutdown at first. I thought we were gonna have teams that got screwed.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could have imagined how widespread it became so fast.
No,
I think a lot of that is the
fucking sketch, man.
Omicron variant.
Omicron sketch.
Yeah.
But on the what's the light news this week?
I don't know. League is it's all been about this.
Didn't Chicago scored 3 goals in 34 seconds the other night?
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
5 nights ago.
Who
Too
scored?
bad. I don't know. It was like Taves scored one of them. Too bad I don't care about the Blackhawks.
Yeah, really though. Like,
actually, there was some news. They settled with Kevin Beach.
Kyle Beach and the Blackhawks have made a settlement. We don't know the amount, and I don't think we ever will.
No, I don't. And I
assume NDAs have been signed.
I don't think we should know.
Yeah, no, it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
Hopefully, though, Kyle Beach is taken care of.
And now they move on to their next court lawsuit with the kid that got.
Yeah, that's a whole other issue.
Yeah, so I assume they're gonna settle, because I think that Chicago is just tired of having this out in the public eye, and they just want to try to just get it figured out.
Which, I mean, at the same time, yeah, that's not the best motivator, but hey, at least the kids are.
It needed to be done.
Yeah,
like,
people getting help are getting help.
You and me both. We all said this back then. Like, you need to settle this now. They should have paid this when they asked, not let it go to court, because now it's in the public eye, man. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
All right. Well, I think that just wraps up COVID.
Yeah.
So what else? Kyle Beach has been talked about. What else is this week? I unfortunately don't have my laptop with me, so I can't find any news.
Ethan,
what do you
I did have a question I was going to ask you guys before the podcast started. I think now really is a good time, since there's not much going on in the NHL.
Yeah.
Who is the biggest disappointment this season for
Player
you
or
guys?
team?
Player-wise, player and team.
The Habs have been a disappointment for me. I know, like we always talk about, like our teams, you know, the Leafs, the Habs, the Canucks. But I mean, I think as a league, like seeing Montreal go to Cup final and now being a basement team's kind of been
The Stars. Me and Ethan talked about it last week. The Stars have been the biggest disappointment for me all year. Because like Ryan said, the Stars went, like we might forget, the Stars went to the final in the bubble 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And now they're sitting third at the bottom of their division. Like, they have fallen like a rock, man. And I know me and Ethan had talked about this last week, but my biggest disappointment player is, it's three guys. It's Radulov, Ben, and Seguin. Those are the three guys who I'm like, man, what are we doing? Like, what are you all doing over there? Right, we didn't get to talk to you about Radulov last week. When Radulov played on the Habs, he was good, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So why does he have 11 points, 1 goal, and 10 assists in like 30 games?
I think a bit of it's got to be age. You know, he's slowing down now. He was, I think, over 30 when we signed him. And he's been in Dallas for 3 or 4 years now. But yeah, no, I mean, when he was with us and the first couple years in Dallas, he was great. I was kind of disappointed we didn't resign him now. It's a little bit easier, but as for him, that's it. But Tyler Seguin, though, I think he's still dealing with injuries. Like, he's half robot at this point, right? Like, he's a cyborg.
At this, like, but is that going to be the rest? Is the rest of his career really going to be him having to, like, play like this? Because, like, Ryan, he was pacing 30 goals every year, and now he's only pacing, like, 20.
I really don't know. It's sad to see. Like, I would like to see Tyler Seguin be one of the best players in this league, because I think he does have this. He had the skill for it, at least.
He did. Absolutely.
And, I mean, at times, he was.
He scored 40 goals.
Yeah.
Like, he's a really good hockey player.
Yeah, great hockey player. But I think a lot of it is he just doesn't have the sport around as well. Like, I think most of it, like, Ben is the captain, and I think a lot of it lies with him not stepping up enough.
I think they both need new line mates. Like, me and Ethan had talked about, like, how are you putting Gurionov on the third line?
I don't know. I think it's something needs to happen in Dallas. Some coaching change or something.
Well, I don't, the coach is from Moncton, so.
In my opinion,
I don't know. I don't think he is either.
In my opinion, I don't think Ben deserves a spot on our roster.
No,
well, he's been decreasing for years.
I think it's about time to trade him.
I don't.
It boggles my mind that a 36, 37-year-old Joe Pavelski is the leading point scorer in Dallas, and is more of a captain than any player. On this team.
That's what I mean. Like, why is Jamie Benn still the captain?
Yeah.
Why?
Also, just mentioning Joe Pavelski, he had a 4-point night the other night, by the way. He had a great night there. Like, just wow.
I mean,
he was the oldest player to score like 4 points.
He's leading their team in points right now.
Yeah, he's been great.
Well, for his age, he's been amazing. He's been playing outstanding. For the one player on your team, it's not really good if your best player is Joe Pavelski. But
yeah, not anymore.
Not at this age. That's like, Joe Pavelski's at 27 and 29.
No.
What?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, you would say, that's great. Perhaps the team of points, Like, now it's this 37-year-old man, this grandpa, is taking control of your team.
When it's like,
which isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's a great thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you need support around him.
You got guys like Jason Robinson and Hintz. Like, you've got some.
Iskinen.
Yeah. Like, you have some players, right, on this team. But, when you have a guy. When Tyler Seguin and Radulov are combining for minus 23 right now.
Yeah.
Like, that is abysmal. Like, that's like. Oh my god.
Alright.
But,
What's your top line?
Shout out to these two.
Yeah, the other thing is goaltending has not been a strong suit now. Like, Khudobin's out and Bishop is retired. That's the other thing. Did we mention Ben Bishop being retired?
We did.
You mentioned that last week.
Yes, we talked about how Jake Ottinger is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Look at the stat line, Ryan.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's what I mean.
It's
actually nuts. Like, both of them have been playing good in goal. They just can't. They have no point production.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Like.
Right.
Ethan, who's your biggest?
Who's your
biggest?
I was just gonna ask. I have team-wise and player-wise. I'm gonna split player-wise. For me, it's Alexei Lafreniere.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got 8 points in 30 games right now and is currently a -4.
Mhm.
That just a first overall pick. Man, and I know this is only his second year in the NHL, and so many people expect a first overall pick to already be a first-line superstar in the NHL. That's just not how it goes. However, this guy has been so disappointing to watch. All the hype surrounding this guy coming in, I really hope he finds a good step in where he wants to be. And it's the same with Capo Caco.
That's what I was about to say. Him and Capo, Caco, and Lafreniere have both been playing bad.
Well, I'm going to remind you guys of one thing. A year ago, we were saying the same thing about Jack Hughes. Now Jack Hughes is one of the best players on the New Jersey Devils.
Has he been performing better, though? Because he wasn't when he came...
Coming back from injury, I'm not sure, but before the injury, he was electric.
Yes, he was.
And let's take a look here, see what his stat line is now, but...
13 games, 8 points, -9.
It's not terrible for...
Oh, wow, he was -4 versus Detroit the other night.
And Philly.
Even the nights when he's getting points, he's still a minus player. Like,
he has 2 goals in the last 5 games ain't bad, though.
No, you're right. 2 goals. But he has 2 points in his last 5 games, and those are the goals. But and he's -5, 6, 10, 11. He's -11 in his last 5.
But you still gotta remember, he's playing for New Jersey.
I know.
New Jersey got hit hard by COVID. They don't have PK Subban. They don't have a lot of pieces.
This is really that guy's 3rd year in the league already.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. God, I'm an old man.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan, was there any players that you thought were disappointing? Because I know you said the Habs, and Josh said the Dallas Stars and Sagan and blah, blah, blah.
Player-wise? I know I'm sticking to our big 3, but, I'm going to go to the Canucks and say Elias Pettersson was pretty disappointing to start the year. Though I think a lot of that was coaching. But...
That's fair. No, that's a fair take. I mean, as a Canucks fan, I 100% agree with you. You expect this guy to be putting up 70 to 80 points, and
just kind of find his groove, I guess.
For him to just start off as slow as he was, it's unfortunate. But the last 6 games I've watched, and he's just played immaculate in both ends of the game.
Yeah.
He hasn't been a liability in the defensive zone. And he's been great in the offensive zone. He's had a handful of chances to score. He just unfortunately didn't, but that's okay because the team picked him up and we won.
Yeah.
Who's been your guys' biggest surprise team this year, like performance-wise, that you guys didn't think was gonna do well, but is performing quite well? I know what my pick is.
I think I would have said the Minnesota Wild, but I'm not that surprised by it.
No. It's the Ducks, hands down. It has to be the Ducks.
It's the Ducks.
How is it not the Ducks?
Where are the Ducks at?
Second in the fucking Pacific right now. They're 17-9-6, 40 points. They're tied for first. Also, the Knights are now tied for first in the Pacific after starting abysmally. They're 20-11-0 right now.
Yeah.
But
Toronto also started pretty abysmally. They're now leading the. Are they leading the Atlantic still?
No. We're tied with Lightning, and they have a game in hand.
Lightning are also coming back a bit. They started a bit slow.
Well,
the New York Islanders have also been kind of surprising. Like they're so low.
Surprisingly bad.
Yeah.
We want to talk about surprise. Do you guys think the Senators can climb up the table into the playoffs the way they've been playing?
No. Not in the Atlantic.
Not in the Atlantic.
No. Not in the East. If they were in the West, yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough.
Not in the Atlantic. The Atlantic is the best division in the NHL.
Yeah.
And there's just,
I
still don't know who's going to place in the top 3 for the Atlantic.
There's
a lot Toronto, Florida.
There's now 4 teams I would probably put there.
So here is the breakdown right now. So the Lightning, Toronto, and Florida are all above 40. So are the Hurricanes, Capitals, and Rangers. We all have between 42 and 40 or 43 and 40 points.
Wow.
The next team is the Penguins with 39. After that, the Red Wings have 33, the Bruins have 30, and the Jackets and Flyers both have 29.
The Bruins really only have 30 points.
They only have 30 points. They are 14, 10,
How many games played do they have?
26.
Compared to...
4 games behind the Leafs.
Okay. That's a little bit more understandable, but still, though. That's... I guess Bergeron and Marchand were early in COVID protocol.
They still don't have Tuukka.
Yeah, Tuukka was training, but he hasn't...
But I will say, what's that guy? What I forget his name. What's that? Their goalie, Yuka. Says with a U. I gotta look this up.
Linus Ullmark?
Linus Ullmark. Thank you. Linus Ullmark has actually been playing pretty well.
Yeah.
And I'm glad because I wanted Linus Ullmark on the Leafs, and then he went to Boston. So
yeah, it's amazing how well players play when they have to finally get out of Buffalo.
Yeah, it's
I believe Alex Tuch is actually was almost about to suit up for the Buffalo Sabres. I don't think he's back quite yet, but
what's wrong with Tuch?
Well, he's been injured all year.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was part of the Eichel trade, but he was still injured. That's how they managed to make the cap work. Yeah, he's doing well. Jack Eichel is actually... We haven't heard much, but he's still progressing well.
I'm about to say, do we have any Eichel? 3 hours ago, former Sable Jack Eichel puts his Buffalo home on the market. Nice.
About time.
About time. Sell that. Yeah, the latest news that we have was just he was skating again.
Yeah. Which that's good progress.
I mean, he
being like
technically,
a 2-hour surgery. Before
we had canceled the Olympics, they hadn't ruled him out to play for Team America yet.
Yep.
So he could be back in February.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because Buffalo looks so stupid.
Yeah. Another guy like that, Carey Price was the Habs said he wasn't played till Christmas at the earliest. But so I mean, come back. He still hadn't been ruled out for Team Canada, though he hadn't skated much. But it's good.
I mean, I feel like they were.
Man, I would have loved to just. It's so unfortunate, man. I was so looking forward to the Olympics.
On that topic, though, we're jumping around a bit, but I want to ask you guys this: what would you guys think about a World Cup of Hockey in the next couple of years?
I'm surprised they didn't do that more.
Yeah.
Like, what made them do that last one? Like, was it just like...
we didn't go we decided we weren't going to the 2018 Olympics, and this was, like, their compromise. So we did the 2016 World Cup of Hockey. And I really like the World Cup of Hockey.
I do, too.
You had the big 6 teams, and then you had Team North America, Team Europe. I think at the time, Team North America was a great idea.
Yeah.
I think if they were doing another one, I would not do Team North America again.
You don't think the under-21 players have got the gumption and the gung-ho that Matthews and McDavid had?
It was Matthews, McDavid, McKinnon, all those guys were under 23 at the time. Yeah, Eichel too.
I don't know, Pass is not North American.
Yeah. But all those guys on Team North America, like, that was a great time for it, but I don't think the guys now, I don't think they quite have it.
Who would be the under-21 goalie?
It's under 23.
Demko?
Stop.
No, Demko's 26.
Jesus Christ.
Jake Ottinger.
You're one of the young Metro goalies, probably.
Yeah, because what's the Florida's got Knight?
Yeah, Spencer Knight might be up. Yeah. He'd be up there.
And Ottinger.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm sure that they could do it, but, like, didn't they only do it because they didn't have enough teams?
Yeah, well, the big problem with hockey, you want to do an 8-teams tournament.
With only NHL players.
There's only really 6 now. There's really only 5 countries that really put a solid NHL or a top caliber roster.
Russia, America, Finland,
Sweden, Canada.
I mean, what if we did
Czechia? Like, they just can't. They're just not there anymore. I don't think.
But what if they combine the other players to put through another team? It's not North America.
Another Team Europe.
Yes.
I like the idea of another Team Europe because it gives an opportunity of those players like Matt Zuccarello.
Yeah.
There's never going to be a Team Norway in any major hockey Olympic.
Pasternak.
Yeah, Pasternak from... I mean, where's Pasternak from?
Czech, probably.
Yeah. Slovenia. Onside Kopitar's never mind.
Let's get the Latvia in there. Let's get Zemis Gergensen.
Oh, yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah, get that guy in. We're a couple Danish guys, right?
Yeah, Nicholas Ehlers.
Yeah, Ehlers. I think Lars Eller, too.
Lars Eller is from Denmark.
Yeah, Lars Eller.
We're all trying to...
Well, like, Switzerland, too, Denmark. Is it Anderson from Denmark?
Yeah,
Anderson, yeah.
Yeah, Anderson is from Denmark. Yeah.
And then you probably get like.
But like Roman Josi in Switzerland,
Switzerland.
like
German.
Honestly, if I were to see if you're putting another team in, because you need with Team Europe's Team 7, you need Team 8. Germany might be Team 8.
Do we have enough German players?
Oh,
I mean, you got Grice in net. You got Leon Draisaitl up front. There's a couple other guys I can't think of.
Ehrhoff doesn't play anymore. He was a German defenseman.
There's other Germans.
Moritz Seider.
Yeah, Moritz Seider.
Yeah.
Who's the other young German?
Right.
I'm gonna look up
pretty
German
lackluster.
NHL players.
Tim Schuster.
Yes,
Stützle.
yeah.
Yep, there you go. So I think Germany or Switzerland would probably be that other team. Whichever one doesn't go, you put those guys on Team Europe.
Let's see.
I think if you pick Team Switzerland to go, Team Europe gets a lot better by putting those top German guys out there.
See the active German players.
Yeah.
Oh god, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
We have Leon
It's also
Draisaitl, Tim Stützle,
Yep.
Nico Sturm, who was born in 1995, has played 88 NHL games and has 23 points.
For who?
I will look in a sec. Moritz Seider,
Yeah.
Philip Grubauer,
Oh yeah.
Thomas Greiss. So
Yep.
they do have goalies.
Yeah, goalies on lock. The first line's on lock.
Minnesota. Last game he suited up for was for Minnesota, December 20th, 2021.
All right.
So he's an active NHL German player who's
Fair
currently
enough.
playing for Minnesota.
Fair enough, Minnesota.
Surprisingly enough, I had no idea who this guy is, but he won a championship. He won the USHL Clark Cup Championship in 2016 at age 21 for the Tri-City Storm.
Wow, that's a huge honor.
Yeah, no. So I think Team Germany we got lumped in with the rest of the Europe team. I'm sure that they could figure something out for an 8th team.
You do Team Europe West versus Team Europe East or something.
Yeah, they can figure it out. I'm sure we'd be able to make it work. I mean, we get let's talk about it a little bit because I want to talk about this guy like always. Jack Campbell, my Lord and Savior soup. Ryan, when are we gonna talk? Like when is it? Like when?
End of the season.
Bro, he's got. I'm just saying.
If he wins a playoff series for you guys, I will admit he's one of the top goalies in this league.
But bro, you gotta admit, 22 games started, he's still posting a 194, and I can tell you there has been multiple games this year where he's let in more than 4.
Yeah, JFresh has continues to put out lists of goals saved above expected. Jack Campbell's still top that list. So I mean,
when is Jay Fresh gonna put more credit on my boy's name? God,
I don't. It's not really him. It's just the math. But I think next year you're gonna see that.
I mean, but
that'd be adjusted because it doesn't account for this year. I don't think. Just comparing this year.
Fair enough. I don't know. I think that this is who Jack Campbell is.
Yeah, I will give him credit if he can win a playoff series
because I'm just
God
saying,
knows nobody else in the Leafs can.
How many fucking years did he waste his career playing on the Kings?
I mean, he was the backup for the Kings.
4 years. Yeah, I know, but no. Well, even when he started this year because Quick got hurt.
Yeah.
He was 10-14-1 with a goals against of 230 and a save of 928 as the backup with 2 shutouts. The starter was 2 shutouts.
Yeah. And
I'm just like, come on. Like we gave him 22 games last year. He's played in 23 this year.
Yeah. I can definitely see him being given credit as one of the best goalies in this league for at least a little while.
Like he's just.
How old is he now? 20.
Like, look at his face. He's 29. Look at this guy.
And here's the thing. I know I've been against Jack Campbell putting him in top. There's nobody else I would want to be considered one of the best because everything from that I've seen of Jack Campbell has just been amazing.
He's such a good human. Like honestly, he's like the nicest guy in the world. Yeah. But can we also talk about this guy real quick?
No. All right, let's move on to who do you want to talk? What other teams do you want to talk about?
Let me talk about this man's pace real quick.
Fine. Is this the Leafs rant part?
Yes. Austin Matthews played in 27 games this season for the Leafs and has 20 goals. Like that pace is ridiculous. He's on pace for what, over 50?
Yeah.
Just move the stats and heat it up, man.
Can you score more than 3 in the playoffs?
He's scored more than 4.
Last year? In the last 2 years?
No, but the year before that he had 5.
Oh, 5 goals.
He had 6 points in the Columbus series.
7 games.
Yeah, he had 6 points. He had 5 points in the Habs series last year.
Yeah,
4 assists, 1 goal. See,
Oh,
like
good.
I don't know. It's not Matthews' fault. Well, this is Matthews' fault. The fact that his shooting percentage last playoffs was 2.9.
About Mitch Marner stats too, or
Do you want me to cry?
no? Yes.
I'll pull up Mitch's stats right now because this year Mitchie has been playing good. 21 points, 24 games, 15 assists. Here you want to see it, Ryan? Here you go.
4 assists.
Last year, 4 assists in 7 games plus 1. The year before that, 4 assists in 5 games.
How many penalty minutes?
2.
How many this year? How many last year?
4. The year before that, 4 points, 2 goals. Guess what? The year before that, where we played Boston,
Glass.
he had
Rip
7 games played, 9 points, 2 goals, and 7 assists. That's the year where Matthews had a shooting percentage of like 17. We should not have lost that series against Boston.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have.
You probably shouldn't have. Yeah? Why is
it frozen?
no.
No. We're good.
Yes, but no. I What is he laughing at?
The Leafs. As usual.
Let me just do my.
I'm just pointing to Leafs things
Let
around.
me just do all Leaf fans a favor real quick and humble this guy real quick.
Yeah.
Let's take a peek. Let's take a.
Josh, I know I'm bad.
What's going on?
I'm willing to admit we're shit this year.
Ryan, can we talk y'all's goal difference?
No. Can we talk about how we don't have a starting goaltender?
Can we talk about how it's literally just Arizona and you guys? You guys are the only 2 teams that are above -40 on the goal difference.
Arizona has more fans than Montreal has goal scored this season. That's pretty different.
You've both let in 109 goals. But you guys have scored 67. The Coyotes have only scored 56.
At least the Coyotes... Actually, no, the Coyotes don't have a starting goaltender either.
No.
We don't have one. We don't have any good defensemen. Sherratt's going to get us first-round pick. I'm excited for that. For my contender.
Is he?
Yes.
From who?
Leafs. We'll get a nice 17th overall pick.
So, Ryan, we don't have a first-round pick. We never have first-round picks.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean? Our first round, I don't know where our first-round pick is this year. Actually, it probably still is. But
Was it the Foligno trade where you guys
did we
got
trade
like 6?
2 for Foligno?
Did you get... How many games did you guys get out of Foligno? 3?
No, more than 3. Did we
have
count playoff games?
Fair enough. So like 13.
Yeah, he played he
he had
between
more
20
penalty
and
minutes.
13 games.
He had more fights than he had points.
Yes.
One. For a guy that didn't deserve it, by the way. If anybody deserved to get fought, it was Sherrod, not Perry.
Look, on that play, I mean, I've looked at the play a lot, and I've come to terms with it. I will say, Perry did not intentionally knee my player in the head. But was it Sherrod who went intentionally knee on knee with Tavares? He was the player that made contact with Tavares' knee that put him on the ice in a position where Perry could doink his head.
I think it probably was intentional, and there probably should have been penalty on that knee on knee.
Oh yeah, no, that was.
But
I think everything happened so fast.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could have anticipated what the result would have been.
What, Tavares getting a concussion?
Tavares getting a bad
I'm going to
concussion.
start a pod here.
Oh, yeah?
I want to start a pod here.
Uh-huh.
Alright, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
What if Tavares didn't get injured? Would that have changed the series?
We would have won.
No.
Hands down, we would have won.
John, Ethan, it would not change the series for one reason. It's still the Leafs.
And I will rebuttal with, we were the Leafs with John Tavares, our captain. The Leafs.
Ethan, you're a hockey fan, right?
No.
There are two realities in hockey. One, the Stanley Cup is above all else. 2, the Leafs are going to fucking blow it.
So if you have one of your best goal scorers out,
yep,
and you can't score goals, if he's there, you're scoring more goals. Like,
I mean, yeah,
it's
one
simple
would be more
now.
than 0. One would be more.
All
than
we needed was 1 goal. Like, Tavares could have scored 1 goal that entire series. All we needed was 1. That's the sad truth and the reality of what happened, Ryan. We needed one mother trucking goal, only one, and we didn't get the one that we needed.
Yeah, you didn't get it from Marner. You didn't get another one from Matthews.
You know who we did? You know who we did get goals from, Ryan? I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
William Nylander.
Congratulations, William Nylander did good.
The
Nobody else
cheapest
did.
guy. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure that Morgan
Nylander.
Riley's contract is worth less than Nylander's.
Make Morgan Riley your captain.
I want to. I wanted to before we named Tavares the captain.
I think he probably should have been captain over Tavares.
Well, there was between him, Matthews, and Tavares.
It should
And
not be Matthews.
Matthews decided to go and show his underpants to a security guard who was female, which is inappropriate. And,
I mean, it would have been inappropriate if he was a man too. Let's
absolutely, but it made it worse.
It does make it a little worse.
Because I don't think Matthews would have exposed himself to a man.
Yeah, I don't know. You've seen that mustache.
Wheeling moms and clapping bombs, right?
It's alright.
I think it was wheeling grannies.
That's what the power of a mustache can do for a 22-year-old.
Apparently. God. I mean, as a 21-year-old, I can tell you, the beard and the stash, it definitely, you get some benefit from it,
They're saying you wheel moms and clap bombs.
Josh doesn't wheel shit, but
I invite you into my home to do this podcast.
Josh, here's the bright side, Josh.
So,
At least the Leafs are better than the Bills.
for what?
Better than the Bills.
That's not true. The Bills have a better shot of making the Super Bowl than the Leafs do in the Cup.
I mean, the Leafs have at least beat teams that are above 500, but hey.
We have beat teams that are above 500. We just lost to two teams that were below 500, and everyone doesn't want to let us forget about it.
Josh, I don't think you have beaten teams that are above 500.
Yeah, we have.
I don't think you have.
Yeah, we did.
Who?
I'm thinking. Hold on.
Oh man.
We beat the Saints. We lost to the Steelers.
Saints are above 500.
Yeah, I know. We beat the Dolphins twice.
Not above 500. Josh. I understand this is a hockey podcast, but making Josh feel bad is universal.
Is it universal?
Making Josh cry over sports is universal.
We beat the Dolphins, Washington, we beat the Chiefs.
Did you beat the Chiefs?
Yeah, we beat the Chiefs 38-20, and
They weren't above 500 when you beat them.
Doesn't matter. They're
Fair
above 500 now. They have
Fair
Patrick
enough.
Mahomes.
One team.
We lost to the Titans and over. That was a tough game to lose.
Yeah.
Beat the Dolphins again. Lost to the Jags. Killed the Jets. Lost to the Colts. Beat the Saints. Lost to the Pats. Lost to the Bucks in overtime because Tom Brady. And we just beat the Panthers. Play the Patriots again this week. The Falcons and Jets. The Bills should win all three of those games, making them 11-6.
Imagine already having 11 wins. Go Packers.
Imagine cheering for a quarterback that decided to call himself immunized.
Listen, my players don't have to be smart to be good.
Watch football.
Alright. Enough football talk. So yeah, where were we? We just did the Leafs. We've done the Leafs rant. We did the World Cup hockey conversation.
I mean, if you
COVID talk.
you don't like talking about the Habs, plus there's not really much to talk about.
Yeah.
So Ethan, before the shutdown, in Bruce we trust.
Yeah.
I was actually really sad that we didn't get that game of Leafs versus Canucks. I was so disappointed, Ethan. When I got the thing on my phone that said the Leafs will no longer be playing Vancouver on Saturday night, I was like, bro, you fucking kidding me? I've been looking forward to this all week, man. All week!
I was looking for the Habs and Bruins game too, Dan.
We don't even get that. So, I guess we don't get to see who the real man is, because we only play you guys once this year. Which we'll probably play in February at this rate, because the game's postponed. But yeah. I wanted it. Who did you think was going to win, Ethan?
Seconds. Huh?
Yeah, I would pick the Leafs, too.
I would have picked the Canucks. Bruce, there it is.
Bruce.
Bruce, there it is.
I do love the Bruce. There it is. That's one of my favorite things from this year. So, actually, let's do this. What's been your guys' favorite moment this year?
Seconds.
What?
The first 10 minutes of the first game was great.
Really? I thought you were gonna say them firing Bergevin.
No.
You want to know what my favorite moment was this year so far?
What?
The first time when Eichel got to Vegas and he got out of that car.
Yeah, that was.
That was my favorite moment from this season because that just goes like how big everything is in Vegas. Hockey. Who like if you would have came to me 10 years ago and said, Josh, they're putting a team in Vegas, and they're gonna have fans, and they're gonna sell out, and not only are they gonna sell out, they're gonna make it to the Cup Finals within their first 5 years and be competitive. I would have been like, get the F out, get away from me. You're dumb. You don't know anything. Apparently, I don't know marketing well at all because this is the second. Actually, they were there first. So we put a hockey team there. They moved the football team there. Both teams have garnered massive support. The fans in Vegas are great.
Yeah.
Everything is bigger in Vegas.
I mean, the Raiders have had their own problems, but that's a little.
Well, yeah, but they still have fans.
That's true. They still have fans.
The Raiders have issues, but they're still packing the stadium every game, every week. I want an NBA team put there. I want a baseball team put there. Let's get the money in Vegas. Like, it seems like it must have been an untapped market. Everyone thought that people just went there to gamble. But they can gamble on sports. And everyone loves sports.
Yeah.
I love the Knights, man. I like it. I like that the Knights are good again, that they're crawling back up. Plus my fantasy team is finally not crying as much because, you know.
I don't like the Knights, but hey, that's just me.
Well, I wouldn't like the Knights either if I was a Montreal fan.
Why? They gave us Nick Suzuki. I like them giving us free players.
So do you want to know why?
Great players.
Because everyone from the first year Vegas was in, right? After that playoff run. If Vegas would have won the playoffs or won the Stanley Cup there, no team in the NHL would have liked that at all. No fans, no one. Because they don't understand what it's like to go through years of pain and heartache and suffering to get there.
They did. The second year where they lost to the San Jose Sharks and gave up, what was it, five
in like 4 minutes?
4 goals or 5 goals in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
On a major
Even though one of that penalty was bold, but...
At that moment after that, I was like, now you're starting to get it.
You get it.
Here's your membership card, guys.
You understand.
Welcome to the NHL.
You understand what it's like to be a playoff fan and have your team get screwed out of a win.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Because that happens all the time.
Yeah. That was their membership card for me.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. But like we all agree, right? If they would have won the cup in that first year, I would hate Vegas to this day.
Oh yeah, I'd burn it down.
Yeah. I'd be so mad. I'd be like, bro, how? What are they doing that we're not doing?
What do they deserve? How do they deserve?
Yeah, how do they deserve? Why did the hockey gods go, you know what? Here you go. Here's a free chalice. Yeah. All these other teams, no. But you guys, here you are, right on a silver platter for you. Like
think of all the stuff Washington had to go through to win that cup.
Man, I was so happy for Ovi though.
Oh my god, I was so happy when Ovi.
Do you remember the smile on that guy's face when when that buzzer went?
Yes. Seeing him skate on the ice, just absolutely.
I love seeing that though. Like players who have grinded their whole careers to get to the finals and they finally win.
Yeah, one of the best cup races of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
Top 3.
I don't even know
Absolutely.
Who in recent memory other than Ovi grinded their whole career to lift a cup like that? I mean, Ryan O'Reilly had a lot of shit going on. He got to lift the cup. Yeah. That guy crashed a truck into a Tim Hortons once.
You fucking idiot.
Cool. He realized his mistake and drove into Tim Hortons.
He did.
Yeah.
And then he decided that he didn't want to be a part of the Buffalo Sabres anymore.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be there either. I mean, we can talk about this for a minute. Yeah. So I don't know what we're gonna do for the podcast for this next little bit. I think that we all could probably take next week off.
Yeah, I think take a Christmas
for the holiday break. This is our holiday special. If you couldn't tell, I have a Santa Claus hat on my head right now. Ho ho ho!
It's the only Christmas related thing on set, but hey.
Yeah, it's the only Christmas related thing I own. I could have put a tiny tree up, but you know, who would be able to see it? This room's not very big. I have to figure out a better spot for that camera at some point. But
also, if you're wondering why I'm here and not in my own setup,
his own setup,
I'm home for Christmas break
and didn't bring his mic.
I do have my mic. It just doesn't work on my laptop because it's not USB.
That's why I'm about to say, because like Ryan sounds like he's underwater, I was like, at least if you come here, I gave him a headset and I was like, it'll probably work better, but I messed around with the headset too much, thought it was my own headset that was bugging out, but turns out it was just my splitter, so we're both using my mic. So if me and Ryan sound quiet today on the actual podcast or on Spotify or on YouTube, we'll have it fixed for the next time we're in this scenario.
Hopefully we probably won't be in this scenario much often.
No, unless like I'm always open to having one of you guys come here and do live recordings with me. Yeah. Ethan, that invitation is extended to you, my man.
Oh man, yeah.
We can have you lounge out on the couch like Ryan is right now.
I'm comfy as
Ryan's lounging out. Yeah. You know, we're talking hockey. Ryan, don't spoil Spider-Man, but how was it?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Excellent.
That movie is going to be the third highest grossing MCU movie behind Endgame, Infinity War, and it deserves it.
I hope that everyone gets out. Any Marvel fans. I'm a Marvel fan. I have to go and see the movie at some point. I hope that people do get out and enjoy that. Ethan,
I'm planning to go see it, I think, 3 more times with other people. Though.
Ethan, I don't know if you're a superhero guy, but, you know, it's a good movie. We do love the Marvel universe.
Marvel. Good Marvel movie.
Fair. So, yeah.
I watched a lot of Marvel stuff on Netflix.
Word. So, like I said, we'll take next week off. We'll regroup when the league we'll start talking about stuff again. When there's more news, because right now we really don't have much other than COVID issues. We kind of did a little bit of a wrap up here today, like a seat halfway through. You know what I mean? Yeah. We're only 30 games in, but we're gonna be probably plowing through 40 by the end of January if things go back to normal. But we don't know what normal is gonna look like yet.
Just give me a time check.
We are at 46.
Okay.
So, and I'll pull up some trivia for us. Ryan, last week Ethan was able to tie you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it on the monitor.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to move that tab back, but it won't. My cursor's not there. There we go.
I close my eyes.
I got it. Someone vamp.
Yes.
Ryan always does this.
Vamping. There's not a ton of news going on. I usually have my whiteboard, got all my stories on it. I want to talk about and run through them when we do this, but yeah, no, I don't really have anything. Hey Ethan, how's the EASHL? Is that it? How's your season going?
LG,
yeah. How's the LG?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I played 3 games tonight. Let me pull it up quick. Oh, the team is doing pretty well. We are currently 38-19-4. We are second in the division.
Nice.
So not too bad. I'm looking forward to the games tonight.
Yeah, I am. I have my trivia already.
Oh, there we go.
These are gonna be some tough questions, boys.
Oh God.
I don't even know. Like, I genuinely don't think I could have I'd get this question right.
I'm gonna roll my sleeves up. Down real quick.
Guys, do you guys know who scored the first goal in NHL history?
I think so.
If you have no idea, I'll make it multiple choice. But if you have some idea, I might just let.
I've got an idea.
Ethan, do you have any idea, or do you want me to multiple choice it?
Yes.
All right, we'll go multiple choice.
All right.
We have your options are Joe Malone, Dave Ritchie, Harry Hyland, or Eddie Girard.
Okay. I have my answer. My answer is one of the names you named. I had it before you said it.
I'm not surprised that you probably know this one. The next one, though...
Ryan seems so sure. So I'll go first, I guess.
Go ahead.
Since Ryan seems sure. I'm taking a shot at Gerard.
Gerard? Alright.
Joe Malone.
Wow. You both actually got it wrong.
Wow, really?
The answer was Dave Ritchie.
Really?
The Montreal Wanderers defenseman Dave Ritchie scored the first goal in the NHL League history in the league's first game, 1 minute into the game between the Wanderers and the Toronto Arena on December 19th, 1917.
Wow, okay, fair enough.
The Wanderers went on to win that game 10-9.
Wow, I thought it was Joe Malone.
Fair
enough.
Let's get into this next question.
Fair enough.
It's kind of you might
hang on my face.
So, who was the first NHL commissioner?
Oh God, I should know this. Oh, I've looked this up. I remember looking this up when I was thinking about Habs history.
I can give you a multiple choice again.
Yeah.
So your options are Wayne Gretzky, Frank Calder, Mike Barnett, or Gary Bettman?
I got it. Wait. Oh God, wait. What was the third option?
Mike Barnett.
I think I got it.
Ethan, you got yours?
It's another guess here.
Alright, mine's also a guess. He went first last time, so I'll go first. Is it Frank Calder?
Ethan, what's your guess?
What?
What?
Mr. Bennett.
Mr. Bettman. Ethan is correct! It is Gary Bettman. On December 11th, 1992.
First commissioner!
Yes.
Oh.
The National Hockey League governors named Gary Bettman the first commissioner of the National Hockey League, replacing Jill Stein, who served as the NHL's final president.
Frank Calder was the first president, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
The owners hired Bettman with the mandate of selling the game in the U.S. market, ending the labor unrest, completing expansion plans, and modernizing the view of the old guard within the ownership ranks. I actually do have. We can do another question if you guys want.
If you got a third question, I'm down. You down?
So, hold on, I gotta update Ethan's total because now Ethan's ahead of Ryan.
What? He's ahead of me now?
Yep.
Oh no.
So, guys, who is the first NHL team to win back-to-back Stanley Cups? Your options are the Ottawa Senators, the Montreal Canadiens, the New York Rangers, or the Vancouver Millionaires.
First back-to-back.
Yeah.
First NHL team?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, they were. Oh, but they win it as an NHL team.
I think.
Ryan, I don't know what you're thinking about, but the answer is I think yes to your question that you just said out loud.
I'm
hoping so.
I think I have my answer.
Okay, do you vote? Who wants to go first?
Ethan, you went first. I went first last time. Ethan, you're up.
What do you got, Ethan?
Montreal.
Montreal?
Ottawa Senators.
Ricky Ticky Tabby! Ryan's tied up Ethan now.
Thank God.
It was the Ottawa Senators. The Ottawa Senators on April 4th, 1921 defeated the Vancouver Millionaires 2-1 in the decisive Game 5 of the 1921 Stanley Cup Finals. Jack Derhard scored both goals for the Senators, who became the first team to win back-to-back Stanley Cup titles.
Oh, thank God.
You guys want one more?
Oh, thank you.
We're 4 questions in one
not?
episode? It's the Christmas special, I guess.
Yeah, it's the Christmas special.
Alright.
So, who in the NHL had the nickname the Golden Jet? Your options are, because I can see Ryan looking at me like I'm crazy. Your options are Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Hull, Gordie Howe, and Bobby Orr. And you both should know that 2 of those guys have different nicknames, so it's not them! It's the other 2! Who is it?
I guess I'm first, so. I know. I got my guess.
I got mine.
You both? What do you got?
Hull.
Hull? Either?
It is Bobby Hull.
It is Bobby Hull indeed, so you both are now at 12.
My grandfather was here last week, and we actually talked about that, so that's funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I also gave Ethan a question last week just to because I gave you one when Ethan wasn't here, so I only being fair. So yeah, I mean, I don't have much else today. I'm gonna find some Christmas music that's definitely copyrighted, so we're just gonna play a little bit of it.
9 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go 9 seconds of I don't know, why not? Yeah, so guys, thank you for watching. As always, like I said, I have been Josh. That's Ryan. Down there at the bottom is Ethan. We will see you guys probably in 2 weeks. Hopefully no longer than that. Hopefully the NHL comes back. Post-COVID, no COVID. But as always, thank you for watching. I've been Josh. That's been Ryan. Down there has been Ethan. And together and collectively, we have all been off the board.